The Australian Professional Standards 1.6 is crucial, particularly for those operating in schools where an inclusive approach is utilised. It's really important that teachers' capacity and capability is enhanced around dealing with differentiating curriculum. I suppose the issue for many teachers is that they feel that they need to have a separate program for students with disability in their schools. If I use the example of a student living with autism in a regular classroom, it's really important that there's a case conferencing type and case managing type approach to this work. Number one participant in that case conferencing should be the parent or significant carer in that child's life, and the school team together with the parent, and sometimes as the children get older, the student themselves being involved in that. What is it that I need? What are my challenges? What do I need my teacher to know about me that he or she may not know? And probably when it gets to high school, it gets a little bit more complex when children are moving from class to class. I suppose the APST 1.6 is something that in many cases we can overlook because teachers are concentrating on what they see as the kind of middle of the range students in terms of their ability. I think that when schools are challenged to include students with disability, they do learn and grow and are much better for that experience. So it depends on the number of students a school would need to cater for in terms of their strategies. But there are obviously, and I'm going to probably talk more now of my experience in the state school system, there are many support persons who can help: advisory visiting teachers, guidance officers, but particular experts around inclusion coaches, autism coaches, etc. If there is a need for professional learning, obviously staff can access professional learning that's specific around autism from the Autism Hub and Reading Centre at Woolloongabba, and a lot of that learning is online. But if it's in general around students with disability, each of the disabilities are catered for in terms of having an advisory visiting teacher service. There are statewide support services which coincidentally are coordinated from there. If I was going to be asked in terms of a highly accomplished teacher, for example, and a lead teacher in a school about how they could best support their colleagues, I would say it's a collegial approach, and you are working alongside your colleague. You together as a team, as I said earlier, would look at what the needs of each individual student are and look at their individual curriculum plans and other processes that support student learning and go and source the very best that you can. They're there at your fingertips, they're there online. It's obvious that the Department of Education is very committed to supporting students with disability. The Disability and Inclusion branch exists with a range of people to support you centrally, and there are also, of course, in relation to all of the work they do, a range of policies and procedures online as well.